So here's where we're going to start, Mrs. Farmer. We're going to take our little quail. Now, I didn't clean these. If I'd have cleaned them, I would have not split the breast open. You see, they're kind of pulled apart here.
Right.
See how that,
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't normally do that. I would want to leave the skin on and the breast open. But being that we have some twine and we can kind of keep things together, let's take these onions and cut them up long ways into like 4 quarters.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is salt and pepper our little guys. You know, I remember when I was a kid, the sound of a bobwhite quail was ubiquitous. Everywhere you went, you would hear them. Everywhere, all the time. And I would call them in. I had this little pattern, and I would listen to them, and I would hear a male. So I would wait 10, 12 seconds, and I would call again. I would do the same thing he was doing. He'd get closer and closer and closer. Next thing you know, you see one come out of the field.
There's
See
dinner.
how I did that?
Yeah, that was
Can you
good.
walk like a quail?
No, I can't. You do that well.
No, I didn't shoot him. That would have been illegal because that was in the spring. So what we're going to do is just we're going to take these and we're going to brown them. I'm going to put them in some hot oil.
Right.
There's a little bit of pre-cooking going on here too. So people might ask, so how do you adjust your temperature when you're cooking over an open flame? You move your pan around where it's the hottest or coolest. If you want to get more temperature on it, you pull it up right where the flame is the highest. If you want to back off a little bit, you slide it back. It's that simple. Normally, you could do this all in one dish. And we had a nice fire going just to kind of keep warm because it's going to get chilly out here. And I wanted to see the open pan. You could do it this way. You can use 2 pans. I don't mind cleaning 2 pans.
Those look like you could eat them now. They look good.
Oh, they do. They're not quite done yet. We're going to finish them up. But
Alrighty.
now let's dress their little selves out. So we're going to take this onion.
Kind of stuff it in there. Like that?
Yep. Now we're going to tie his little legs up. That's just to hold him together and keep all that flavor in. Keep the onion in there.
He's done?
And again, our idea here, now see, those have kind of sealed up. We want that chest cavity stay together as much as we can.
They look cute.
Gotta do that.
They look cute.
All right, so we're gonna take some dates and we're gonna pit them.
Okay.
And we're just gonna cut those up into 6 or 7 pieces. We're gonna have these on standby. Now you could use cranberries. I normally would use cranberries, but
These are yummy.
these are good for you.
How do you want these cut? Just in 4s?
Yeah, just in, I don't know, 5 or 6 pieces.
Okay. That's going to give it a little sweet, didn't it?
It's gonna give it a little sweet.
I like that. All right, there's your dates.
All right, now let's take our leeks. We're not gonna waste those onions either.
All right.
Now leeks have a nice mild taste. They're oniony, but they're not strong. And these really complement this a lot. A lot of people use leeks when they're making quail. You want to cut these up a little bit finer.
All right.
So I have leeks, we got onions, and we have dates. It's date night.
Oh, that's sweet.
And we're gonna drop these leeks and the rest of these onions. Now remember that our little quail were in here, and all those little pieces, and all that fat from their skin is flavoring these as well. I'm gonna take these over here in just a minute. Once they soften up just a little bit more, they absorb all the flavor that's in this pan. I'm gonna take them over to my Dutch oven, and it's 350 degrees, which is
17 and 8.
17 and 8, correct. Now I guess this is a good time to tell you about our sister page. If you want to come over and see Cast Iron Cooking with Tim Farmer. Now this is mainly a discussion page. So the discussions are going to be y'all, and I want recipes. We're going to post our recipes, but we have a lot of folks signing up over there. It's our sister page. And also, let's remind you, if you have not become a member of Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen Facebook page, what would you do, Mrs. Farmer?
I did like.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all you do.
Too easy. Okay, we're going to take a cup of chicken broth, and we recently got some apple cider. Now I'm going to take a little bit of apple cider and put in there. I'm going to take my leeks off the fire. I wish you could smell these onions and leeks right now. It's ridiculous.
They smell amazing.
Isn't that something?
Yes. That's all. You can't go wrong with that.
So we're going to cover this up and let that cook down just a little bit. Then I'm going to drop in my bouquet garni. All right, here's our reveal.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Me?
you smell that.
That looks amazing.
Now, our little bouquet garni, which is a fancy way for saying a bunch of weeds tied together.
Yeah.
You smell that thyme. You
Oh,
smell
wow.
that thyme coming out of there. This is what the finished product looked like. Now, aren't you glad we browned that in that skillet?
Yeah, they look wonderful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Let's eat.
All right, first let's take a bite of our...
Wow. That's so
Look at
good.
that leaking.
Those are good. I love leeks.
You're wonderful.
A little bit of rice. You can have a carrot.
That is a beautiful thing. I'll tell you what, it's indescribable. It's subtle.
That's
but the
good.
flavor that each animal has.
I'm gonna have a carrot.
Now, something you do to your rice, which I like. For texture, you put some almond slivers
I
in
did.
there.
I put
like
a lot.
that.
Yeah, I put some carrots and celery today. Sometimes we put
We did
cranberries.
we
Yeah.
put them in there. I love
That's
these
good.
leeks.